Go ahead, freak, one of them sneered, shoving her shoulder. You don't talk, so maybe you'll drink like a dog. It was a moment of humiliation no one should face. And yet, to everyone's surprise, 30 seconds later, the bullies were the ones crying, holding their wrists, screaming for help. But how did it come to this? Isla was the kind of girl who blended into walls. In the noisy halls of Ridgeview High, she was a shadow, quiet, unnoticed, misunderstood. She wasn't mute, but she rarely spoke. Her voice had been stolen years ago by trauma. Her father had abandoned her and her mom, leaving nothing behind but debt and despair. Each day, Isla carried that silence like a second backpack, heavy, invisible, and exhausting. She wore simple clothes, sat alone at lunch, read books by herself in the library. She never responded to taunts, never looked anyone in the eye. That silence made her a target. And bullies love easy targets. It started small. A moo when she walked past. Someone kicking her chair in class. Glue smeared on her locker handle. Isla never reacted. Never reported. Never fought back. Then came Taylor, Brittany, and Lexi, the school's golden trio. Cheerleaders. Loud. Vicious. They had everything Isla didn't: confidence, popularity, money, and a hunger to dominate. Taylor once tripped Isla in the hallway and laughed as she fell face-first into the floor. Oops. Didn't see you there, ghost girl. Everyone laughed. Isla said nothing. Picked up her books and walked on. But one day, silence became their obsession. We're gonna make her speak, Lexi said. Even if we have to scare it out of her. That day was different. The school had just ended. The halls were mostly empty. Isla had stayed behind to return a library book. They were waiting for her in the girls' bathroom. The door slammed shut behind her. The lights flickered. Surprise! Taylor said, her arms crossed. Lexi and Brittany blocked the only exit. Isla backed up slowly, clutching her book. Her eyes darted to the door. But there was no way out. You think you're better than us? Brittany sneered. Walking around like you're above everyone. We're gonna teach you a lesson, Taylor whispered, pulling open the stall door and pointing at the toilet. Drink. Isla's breath caught. Her lips trembled, but still, she didn't speak. Her silence was defiance, and that made them angrier. Taylor shoved her. I said drink. But in that moment, something inside Isla snapped. What no one knew was that Isla had been training in martial arts since she was 7. It wasn't a hobby. It was survival. Her mother enrolled her after the divorce, telling her, you may be quiet, sweetheart. But you'll never be helpless. Isla never bragged. Never used it. Never needed to until now. So when Taylor pushed her again, Isla moved. Fast. With one step, she dodged Taylor's shove, grabbed her wrist, and twisted it behind her back. Taylor screamed, collapsing to her knees. Brittany lunged and caught Isla's elbow right under her chin. She hit the sink with a thud and crumpled. Lexi froze. Too late. Isla spun, swept Lexi's legs, and pinned her to the cold tiles in seconds. It wasn't a movie scene. It was silent. Brutal. Efficient. 30 seconds. That's all it took. 3 bullies. Begging. Sobbing. Trembling. And Isla, she finally spoke. Not loud. Not angry. Just 4 cold, steady words. Leave me alone. Forever. The next day, the video surfaced. Someone had walked in at the end, catching the aftermath on camera. The school was buzzing. She took them all down. They tried to make her drink from a toilet. I heard she's trained by the military or something. The principal called her in. But so did the school counselor. And Isla, for the first time, spoke her truth about the bullying, the pain, the silence. Her story spread. And something shifted. Other kids, the quiet ones, the misfits, started speaking up too. Teachers paid more attention. The school cracked down on bullying with zero tolerance. Taylor, Brittany, and Lexi were suspended and sent to mandatory counseling. But the real change? It was in Isla. She still didn't talk much. She still wore simple clothes and sat by herself sometimes. But now, people looked at her with respect, not pity. They asked her questions. Some thanked her. Others asked for self-defense lessons. And one day, at lunch, a shy boy with a stutter asked if he could sit with her. She smiled and nodded. The silence wasn't a weakness anymore. It was strength.